What's good, guys? LBF back here, back again with another Vans review, and today we're taking a look at the second round of the Anderson Paak collab here with the old school. Colorway on this one is Soulito, size 13. Retail was 90. Coming in your super retro nostalgic box here with that 80s grid print on it. Anderson Paak hit on the top. You got a little Vans skateboard on the top as well here. Definitely a rad box. The tissue, of course, also with the Anderson Paak hit on it. This pack dropped, I think, the first or second week of December. I know the box says something different, but of course, due to COVID, most of these releases got knocked back a month or two. But yeah, this is the second round of the Anderson Paak collab with Vans. This particular collection featuring two adult old schools with the Soulito, and then the other colorway was the Ziti, the multicolored old school. There was a toddler version of the Ziti, which I actually copped for my daughter here. And I'll get into this one too, if you guys want to know more about that. And then there was a youth version of the Soulito here, the corduroy one, which means it's size 10.5 to 3. There was a backpack to match with the corduroy. There was a bucket hat, possibly two, I can't quite remember. And then a drill coat jacket, which also matched these shoes, at least in the colorway. Missed out on that, unfortunately. That went pretty quick. But yeah, definitely a much larger collection than we saw the first time around. Tough decision between the two, the old schools. Honestly, I couldn't decide which one I like better, but this one was the more popular in the collection, so I figured this one would be the one to grab first and foremost before the other ones, before it sold out. So nevertheless, here it is finally. The 13 has been sold out for a while on the Vans website, so they finally restocked and copped those. The first round that we saw with the Anderson Paak was based off of his album covers, whereas this round is slightly different. This is actually based off of his two sons. I'm assuming that each colorway represents the different personalities between the two, but definitely very different, the two shoes. So looking at the Ziti colorway here, I originally thought that this was going to be a hairy suede, but it's actually a terry cloth, so it's a little bit rougher. Definitely a unique material though. Do not see that often. I really love the green hit on the tongue. It's got like that Kermit the Frog tongue. But yeah, these ones are wild. The adult ones don't have the drip on the sole like these ones do, but otherwise it's pretty much identical to the adult ones. Super rad colorway though. I like the blend of the colors here, especially this blue on the toe box. With the Soulito colorway here, of course, we see that corduroy upper here, and it features the two different versions of corduroy. You got the fat corduroy or the wide corduroy on the toe box, the eye stay, the tongue, and the heel counter, and then just your regular thinner corduroy making up the quarter panels here, and then that also wraps around the collar. You got your suede jazz stripe on the side here, which is kind of in like a white, kind of grayish color. Sits on top of your solid white midsole here with, of course, your red and white off the wall heel tab. You get the white premium laces here, the tonal eyelets there also in like that lavender color. Pretty much the same thing with the inside too. It's just completely lavendered out, but you got the pigskin leather making up the collar of the shoe, which is definitely unique for a GR. It's not often you see a pigskin leather on that, so I like that little touch. Anderson Paak hit on the insole, and just like we saw with the first round of these, you got Yes Lord on the back of the heels there, which is pretty cool. The quality is definitely there on these ones. Like, I really love the quality of this like cotton material or whatever this is. It almost also feels like a towel, but it's very nice feeling. You got the suede on the jazz stripe, which is actually pretty solid. That pigskin leather making up the collar. I don't know why they didn't make these DXs like they did with the first round. Doesn't really make sense to me. First round is DXs, second round is just the regular GRs, because I would have loved to see like a better insole on these. But basically, I mean, a DX. Of course, you got the translucent outsoles like we saw on the first round, which I guess is supposed to represent creativity. It's pretty cool though. You don't see translucent outsoles often on GRs, and especially a green one. I think it's pretty rad. So it came with these extra stickers on the side here, and I'm definitely not a big enough fan to where I could tell you like who these people are. Honestly, this dude kind of looks like Rick Ross, and I know he just did a song with Rick Ross, so maybe that's him. No idea who this is. If you guys have any info on that, definitely drop it down in the comments below, because I'd love to get some insight on that. You got the little tag here to match the box, and then same thing we saw on the first round. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, we wish you love, wisdom, and peace, Andy. And I think we see the same thing underneath the tongue there on that tag, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about these. You guys can find these on the Vans website, and there is a full size run at this point, even the size 13, which was elusive since the initial drop of these. And then the other colorway 2 is pretty much all there except for the 13, which is sold out, ironically. But anyways, yeah, these do fit true to size. Hope you guys enjoy the review, and be sure to stay tuned for the on feet.